Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are here with amazing, as usual, co-host Miss Sarah Fraser to welcome the one, the only back, Mr. Peter Madrigal.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you, Sarah. Hope you're
You
all
got,
doing amazing.
you got the cigar.
We are.
Uh-huh. Victory cigar.
Are you were just saying you surprised some Vanderpump fans last night?
Yes, I did. So I have a little bit of a deal with Weight Watchers. So I created a cocktail for them with a video that kind of went viral all over the place. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I did. You were on the beach. You were making what looked like a delicious cocktail. And I was like, Peter, get those coins, honey, from Weight Watchers. I love to see you all shining.
Thank you,
Yes.
Sarah. Thank you very much. So that video kind of went viral for something I said at the end. And then Weight Watchers wanted me to surprise a fan of Vanderpump Rules at her house. You know, because she was having a party and I was going to be a special party guest. I was a surprise guest. And that video is going to drop later on today, or, you know, when you drop this particular interview, you know, it'll have happened already. But yeah, it was a lot of fun last night. I got to go to her house, make a couple of cocktails for her and her friends. And it was the Three's a Crowd drink that I made for Weight Watchers. So I went and reconstructed that cocktail at her place. And yeah, it was a lot of fun last night.
I mean, is the Scandoval is this good for, is this bad for anyone's business? That's really my question.
I don't think so. Maybe his.
You think? Because here's the thing.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Schwartz and Sandy's.
I went to Schwartz and Sandy's. Now, granted, it was a Wednesday night, but it wasn't so dead. It was pretty packed.
Pretty packed? That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Good for them. You know, maybe, as they say, maybe bad publicity is good publicity. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, that old adage.
Well, and you were saying the last time you were on with us, I mean, Sur was going gangbusters. I'm assuming, Sur, how is business still gangbusters?
Yeah. It's always gangbusters, but now it's even more gangbusters. But yeah, it's always busy at Sur. Sur's the mothership. Yeah. You know, Sur's the mothership, but we have seen an uptick in a lot of across the board. You know, so I mean, I've noticed that. You know, I take a lot of actually. I haven't noticed anything because I always take a lot of pictures. So it's always something.
We still need to come in, but I don't know about the numbers from I don't know if you saw them, Sarah, from this reunion, but the numbers from the finale, 4.1 million people have watched that. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. Actually, I love it. It's great. Really Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate.
Are you shocked? I mean, I am still shocked. It's like what Andy Cohen said last night. I mean, Sarah and I were just talking about this before he went on. Like, everyone in this group has cheated. It's an incestuous group. Like, I haven't. You haven't.
You and Katie are the only two that haven't cheated.
Yep.
Okay, but when, like David was saying, does that put this all in perspective for you, Peter? I mean, when Andy said that, I sort of thought, that kind of takes the wind out of the sails of this whole thing. I mean, he went through the list of like how even Lala and Ariana had hooked up while she was with Scandoval. I mean, you know, she had cheated before. I guess she ended up disclosing that to Tom, but it is kind of crazy that they all cheat.
Well, I mean, there is a difference, though, in my opinion. Like with, okay. So on one hand, yeah, you have cheat. You know, that they did stuff, but this one was months and months and months and months and months on end, and it was from someone who I never thought would do it. You know what I mean? That's the difference, I guess. I don't know. I was kind of you know. Is like a side blow. I didn't really see it coming. Actually, I didn't see it coming at all. And when it did, it's like I've said it before. I was very surprised that it happened. You know what I mean? So for me, I keep on going back to it. The reason why I've had a lot of comments on this one is because I was directly involved. Because I feel like I was used, to cover this whole thing up. No matter what anybody says. It's like, oh, well, you weren't directly involved. Yeah, I was, because we were dating. Rachel and I went on a couple of dates. before, like while they were hooking up. You'll never convince me that it was like, oh, that one night in the hot tub. No, it was a lot longer than that. So that's just my perspective.
Did you think it was, I mean, because I was looking at the comments on Instagram, a lot of people find it humorous that like she's in this trailer 100 yards away, just sitting there watching the whole thing so far.
I saw that. I mean, like, because last night I was, after I made the drinks for everybody, they restarted the episode and I was watching it and I saw that a couple of times, cut to her in the trailer, So I found that very interesting, very amusing.
They kept showing her.
I know. Well, they wanted a reaction. They wanted different reactions from her, I suppose. The next week is going to be very interesting.
What did you think of the cast's behavior last night? I mean, I know everybody was passionate for the reunion. In what
respect? I didn't really see it. So which behavior are you talking about?
Okay, well, James Kennedy twice tried to attack Tom Sandoval. You had Lala going up against verbally Lisa Vanderpump, basically saying that she rejected Lisa Vanderpump's opinion because Lisa Vanderpump is sort of saying everyone's cheated. People do this all the time. Let's like keep this in perspective because Lala had referred to Tom Sandoval as basically being dangerous. And that's where Lisa stepped in and goes, okay, you can't label this man as dangerous.
She said, she actually also said, this is Randall. She's like, in 5 years or whatever, Tom Sandoval is the same as Randall. And Lisa was like, wait a second. And Lala would not. Like, Lala spoke back to Lisa Vanderpump.
Yeah, you don't speak back to Lisa Vanderpump. I don't care. That's not, Lisa's the, Lisa put everybody on the map, and Lisa and I had a moment at Vanderpump Dogs and she was like, I love you. And I was like, I love you more. She's like, that's not possible, Peter. I was like, well, I think it is. But as far as, why would you talk back to Lisa? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But, it is what it is. I guess.
What did you make of James Kennedy, though, going after? I mean, I kind of want to see these two fight because it would seem like, I don't know, the weakest two people on earth battling it out. I mean, Tom Sandoval's nail polish versus James Kennedy's hairspray. What did you think? I mean,
he stood up.
It's like I think that I had a little bit of a forethought. I thought that those two, if anybody, because I heard that, like everybody else, I heard that there was some of this ruckus on the set. So I automatically assumed it was James Kennedy, as I think everybody else did. And sure enough, it turned out to be right. But that was pure conjecture. I don't know. I think that, I think that James thinks that they were hooking up even before the breakup between James and Rachel.